Frankenstein from Strange Little Obsessions. I'm here with my partner in crime, Janine from Graeae Horror. And today we have Chris with us, who will be with us in September. He is in Bigfoot, Primal Fear, and currently filming, or he might finish filming, I'm not 100% sure, Dracula versus Frankenstein, which two great horror icons, which I'm excited to see. So this interview, chat, whatever you want to call it, is a little bit just so you can get to know Chris before September. So he won't just be some guy just sitting in a corner. You can be like, oh, I've seen your interview. I know you.
Hopefully you've seen the film as well.
And they've seen the film, yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Chris, for taking the time to join us. I hope you're well. This, as Claire just alluded to, is a really great opportunity for us to delve a little bit into your experiences, how you came into acting, and of course, touch base on those titles as well. So my first question really is, how did you get into acting? When did it first become part of your life?
Well, when did I first get into acting? I don't feel like I got into it really. I'm an engineer, but we ended up at a convention, and the guy sat next to us said he was making this movie. I don't know what names I'm allowed to use or not, but basically he was using the wrong name for the title of the movie, and he described what was happening, and we sat and said, "That's a Bigfoot." Well, how do you know that? I said, well, that's why we're here. We're Bigfoot researchers. You know, we research Bigfoot. He said, right, okay, hang on a minute. We could have a team of real Bigfoot researchers that go chasing this thing. And we're like, yeah, we'll do that. Of course. So that's my introduction to acting. And luckily, I play myself.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't that complicated. And it was pretty easy going about... well, what would you normally do? Well, we do this, do it on camera. Okay. And yeah, that was it. So I haven't had to do any stunts, but no, I had to fall over.
Okay.
Not giving too much away, am I?
I don't know, but it's not us who signed an NDA, Chris. You tell us.
Yeah, it's my first introduction to NDAs as well. But
yeah.
let's be honest. It's a horror movie, so it's not likely to end well, is it?
Right.
Well, people do survive, you know, especially if there's sequels on the horizon, you know.
Not gonna lie though, I do like it when no one survives.
Yeah,
I'm a dark soul. I like no survivors.
No one lives. There's a reason I like that.
Well, so we've discussed a sequel.
Ooh.
I'm not telling you who's in it and whether I'm in it or anything yet.
Oh. Okay, so you might not be in it, you might be consulting. All right.
Thank you.
That was the rescue ship I was looking for, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. All right, yeah, that's okay. Checks in the post. I'm now your I'll be a handler from now on. This is all good.
Yeah, I need an agent apparently.
Yeah, well, I mean, I haven't got enough spinning plates. Why not, right?
I mean, I feel like Janine could do this role. It would work.
Seriously, if there's a paycheck at the end of it, I'll do it. Sorry, Nick, come on.
I said, yeah, I'm still waiting for the paycheck, you know.
Oh, okay. Oh, interesting.
Oh,
we volunteered for it. When he said, you want to do it, we're like, yeah, that sounds awesome. So, yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. And so so you said you kind of happened upon this experience to be in Bigfoot Primal Fear. Is this like a genre, you know, horror and things like that? Is that something you've always had an interest in, or is it just like more of the supernatural? Because obviously you are a Bigfoot hunter by trade and an electrician.
Hunter's the wrong word. Like researcher.
Researcher, okay.
Yeah. So no, we're involved in making a documentary about taking Daniel looking for Bigfoot. And I've been looking for Bigfoot for about 40 years.
Wow.
And so when he wanted help, everybody said, oh, Chris will help you. And again, like a lunatic, I said, yeah, I'll help, no problem. And so that was how we got into that situation where we ended up talking to a producer about Bigfoot.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And how did you find the similarities between your 40 years of experience and then applying that into something that was more fictional?
Well, again, they want you to walk through the forest looking for signs of Bigfoot. And then I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, then there's a unique experience that I haven't had before, which doesn't go particularly well for me.
Yeah, like a 10-foot experience. Gotcha. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So by comparison, it was exactly the same. I was with other Bigfoot researchers, and some of them had experience from television shows and that before, but we were just playing real life characters. So yeah, it was a piece of cake, really.
That sounds really cool, though. That must be such an experience for you to take your existing knowledge and to apply that to a team who have an interest and are creating something different. But how much, like in terms of wisdom or anything, did you impart? Did you have those kind of moments where you were able to speak with the crew and the cast and say, like, this is how we would normally approach it?
Yeah, so we were able to tell them how we would go about an investigation. But we were also be able to draw on experience where people had less than pleasant experiences with Bigfoot. So we could say this is what we've heard happens. Now, obviously, in the real world, if you have an unpleasant experience with Bigfoot, you're not generally around to talk about it. So there's not a great deal of research to be done there. But we do hear the stories and interview people, read the interviews, and so we could tell you that what we think would happen, and it would be realistic.
Okay, so that's really interesting then, because like I can only imagine that there's such a in our horror genre, there's been a sudden burst in the last 15 so years of mockumentary style filmmaking, and it's really turned it started as, you know, you could tell those who are investing time in experts in those fields and really doing their research and really applying that. Do you think that that's something that's really made the Bigfoot Primal Fear experience more unique, having those experts in the field kind of on hand?
I do, because you got the name right for a start. So that's one thing. But yeah, I think that in horror or any movie genre now, people are looking for something that they can relate to, and it gives them a deeper understanding of it. So that the first movies like the Blair Witch Project came out with the what do you call it, with the handheld camera, and then Cloverfield, things like that. People feel like they're living the movie. So when you get to what Craig Dowsett did, was like a crossover back, but not quite 100%. So people can still be part of the movie, be part of the experience, because it's that close. But it is still a movie, you know. It's it's not quite the same, but I like it because it's a little bit different.
Yeah, definitely. One of my favorite subgenres in horror is more of the found footage, which is your Blair Witch and that kind of thing. And even Cannibal Holocaust back in the 70s was a documentary crew. They follow them and then it goes a bit fantastical. But the mockumentary style, where they blur the lines between what's real and what isn't and kind of test your audiences, I love that more, because as you say, if it's grounded in reality, then the horror elements that seep in feel like actually this could happen. This is it's actually quite terrifying. Have you actually found yourself learning anything about that world whilst being on set or around creatives in that way?
I think so. Yeah, you learn a lot about how a movie's put together, and you can have a team talk and decide what's going to look best on camera, and everybody can put a bit of personality into the ideas, come up with something realistic, and it will come out well on camera. I think the conversations we had was the days when the director had an idea and you did what he said because his word was law. Those days are gone now, and I think it's probably an improvement in the whole movie industry, you know, because you can draw on the experience of all of the acting, and maybe the director wants the actors to do something that just can't physically be done or is unrealistic. So it actually brings the movie back into real life, something that the viewers can relate to.
Absolutely. And I think that's also a part of a joy of independent filmmaking is a lot of independent filmmakers are reliant on having the right crew around them, the same team around them, and it's more of a collaborative space. So that's
Yeah.
definitely great that that was your first experience as well. That leans really well. And is there something you can tell us from your 40 years of experience that we perhaps wouldn't anticipate, a story or something you can recall that you can tell us about your experiences?
About Bigfoot?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the first one is that the scientists that believe will tell you that there is one Bigfoot for every 100 bears in North America, which will give
Wow.
you around 6,500 Bigfoot in North
Yeah.
America. But they are spread out across the whole Northern Hemisphere. And if you look back in our ancient history here in good old Blighty, you will find that we had the Green Man or the Wood Woes. And now, personally, I think probably hunted out in our prehistory, or more than likely on Doggerland before the last ice age. And that's where the rumours of them would have come and maintained in the UK. So you can go to old churches and find carvings of them and things like that. So I think that's something that people don't know. We did have them here at one point. But I personally believe it was prior to the last ice age. So
Okay, that's really interesting. And what is it that drew you to Bigfoot specifically of all the cryptids, right? Because I personally I love them. I like the squonks because they're awkward looking. I love a Fresno night walker, nightcrawler, and obviously Mothman is a big old girl
yeah,
favorite.
yeah.
So what was it about Bigfoot that really drew you in? Where was the fascination and where did that start?
Yeah, so in 1972 they made, or 1976, they made a mockumentary, a movie documentary called The Legend of Boggy Creek.
Oh yes, okay, yep.
When I was 10, 11 years old on BBC Two on a Friday night at 6 p.m., they used to have these type of shows on. And I had to wait for my dad to watch the main points of the news, so I was always 5 minutes late. But that one stuck with me. And off I went to the library and said, "Oh, what have you got on Bigfoot?" And they go, "Get out." So, it was a really hard research until the internet came along, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And how can you identify what you believe to be fact over fiction? Because as you say, with the development in technology over even the last 20 years has been insane. And the amount of misinformation that is leaked online as spread as truth. How do you disseminate what's real and what isn't?
So several different things. What I can tell you is that if somebody's describing a Bigfoot to you, and they will be describing the same Bigfoot in North America as they're describing in Kazakhstan or Tajikistan or Siberia, there are triggers that you think that stand out, and you think, okay, this one's genuine. In the description, which obviously I don't want to tell everybody. Okay,
No,
that's fair.
Genuine researchers will realize that this is a genuine sighting.
So, as a layperson to this, I've got a certain set image in my head of what Bigfoot is, and I'd imagine that's pretty much the same for most people. They're large, covered in lots of hair, but then in those warmer climates that you've mentioned as well, surely that form would adapt, like all nature would adapt, like they
Yeah.
would be for warmer climes. So is that what you're kind of alluding to there, without digging away all your trade
No,
secrets? Like,
no.
so
Generally,
what is it that defines them and makes them different across the board? Because surely culturally and in terms of like geography and climate and things, that they would have to adapt.
yes, but there are physical things that will tell you that without seeing the color of the hair or how long the hair is. I mean, there's one stories in Tajikistan from the shepherds. I mean, the people that live up in the mountains there's no electricity or TV. They don't have mobile phones. And what's more, they gain nothing from telling a Westerner the story and creating it. They are short-haired, but they're also short. They're only 6 foot tall. And the females are a little shorter. You might have children watching this, but basically the shepherds will sleep on the hillsides with the sheep, guarding against wolves. And the females will come on heat. And the men will find themselves put on under pressure. And they'll have very close encounters with them. And,
Okay.
and they have
Close encounters of the Bigfoot kind. Lovely.
Yeah. But like I say, these people don't gain anything from making up a story like that. And one thing you can do is start asking them to describe certain parts of the creature, and that's when you can find the triggers. And you realize, even though it's a smaller version, it's the exact same animal type as what we have in North America, Canada, and across the rest.
That's so interesting, though, as you say, like you say, when you start to hear, the more you hear, the more you kind of can trend what is fact and what isn't. That's really interesting. And taking it back to Bigfoot Primal Fear for a second, aside from the knowledge that you brought to set from your real experience, can you tell us anything else about your time on the shoot? Like, how did you find, like, do you have any stories about, favorite moments that you had with the team, the cast and crew that aren't related to the plot? Can you tell us anything about your experience there?
Yeah, I can tell you a little funny story.
Fabulous. We'll take it.
I had a member of the family sat in my car up by the road, and we were in the forest at night, at very night, 2 a.m.
Okay.
I had my makeup on when a car full of young people pulled up in front of my car, and I figured that my family member may well be concerned about this. So I went up to tell her that it was okay and ask them what they were doing. Although it was pretty obvious, they were making their own cigarettes.
Got you. Yeah.
Long ones. But I appeared, and they kind of looked out the window and looked at my makeup, and went, "Are you all right?" And I said, "You should see the other guy." And with that, they were gone. They didn't like seeing me made up in a dark forest at 2 a.m. for some reason.
I mean, to be fair, I've seen enough creature features in my life. I'd be gone too. Yeah. I'm done. Thank you very much. We know how this ends.
I've heard about this, and when I heard about it, it did make me laugh a lot. I think Josh told us about it when we interviewed him, and we didn't get as much, like, we got the using makeup, but we didn't realize it was in the middle of the night, so that makes it even a bit more creepier. I get why they sped off.
It was that less than perfect state of mental health at the time, as he looked at me and it dawned on him, and he said, "Are you all right?" That will stay with me forever. You should see the other guy. Yeah.
I wish you guys had like handheld cameras on you as well. He could have made it to like a little clip, a little snippet of the train.
Little GoPro on the go there.
Yeah,
it could have been Insta famous. Oh, what do you think? How demanding did you find your time on set?
Say that again.
How physically demanding did you find the time on set?
Well, I am a outdoors person, so for me, walking around the forest at night, I didn't. Yeah, everybody else had to carry cameras and stuff like that, but I was good.
Yes, you were in your element, really. You're shining. Yeah. That's great. Yeah. Oh, that's so fun. And did you have, just to link into that, did you have any scenes that caught you off guard and that may have been harder than you expected?
No, I don't think so, because we talked everything through before. Nothing hard. No.
Okay. And then what do you think it is with your experience here with Bigfoot Primal Fear and then with Frankenstein Dracula as well, that draws people to independent filmmaking? And from your experience on set, what did you really enjoy about the process?
The fact that you're part of the production, not just an actor, not just a pretty face on the screen, but actually being in something creative. I'm not good at art or poetry or anything like that, so that my creative skills are limited. But to actually be part of creating a movie it's really cool. It is really cool because you can feel like you belong to it. You feel part of it, you know.
Oh, definitely. And what do because obviously Strange Little Sessions is a genre event, much like a convention, but we don't really use that word for it's an event, it's an experience, and it's a coming together of community. What is it about those events that you enjoy? What do you take away from those experiences?
Well, I've been to quite a few now, and what I enjoy is that everybody is equal. And I want to kind of qualify that with we've met one guy sticks in my mind in Wales. He was wearing I forget what you call them, the animal that's a goat from the waist down, got pointy ears and a horn from
Oh,
Narnia, and they're really
Oh,
cool and they
yes.
got a spear.
Yeah.
yes.
I
Yeah,
know what they are, but couldn't
I
place
know.
it for the life
I
of
can
me.
I can picture it. I can't think of the
yeah.
word. It's really going to bug me.
But this guy was wearing stilts and his whole suit covered him, and he looked the part and he was amazing. And he was explaining to us that he suffers from such an anxiety he can barely function in real life. But giving him an opportunity to dress up and come and join in with like-minded people, and he was all over it. So I really enjoyed that aspect. I mean, we've had people come and talk to us that have social anxiety or other similar types of, I don't want to say disorders, but restrictions on what they can and can't do. And I think when you enter an event or a convention, it releases you. You feeling of belonging is there, and yeah, and I'm a big show off, so I love being part of that.
Definitely. And would you say that's been your favorite fan interaction so far, or do you have another that springs to mind?
Okay.
Ah, the smile gave it away. So yes, you do.
So no, it's the queues for autographs, and
Yeah.
nobody knows who I am. So the kids can't be bothered to queue up. So they see me sat there alone, laughing with everybody else, and they say, "Can I get your autograph?" And I'm just signing autographs, free. Anyway, there you go, kids. And they're thinking the sun shines out of my armpit or whatever. But they and yeah, that interaction is cool because they're having a fun time, and you're signing on a bit of an envelope they picked up out of the rubbish bin outside, and it's going to be thrown away later when their mum finds it or whatever. But
Oh.
for that moment, you like really giving them joy. So yeah, I do really enjoy that.
Oh, that's so cool. And then do you have any advice for anyone who's looking to get into that research space, that cryptid research?
Yeah,
That
give us a call.
Yeah, yeah. Do you
Chris is
go
like,
and
"What are you
type in
doing? I'm
that as well?
there."
Yeah,
So no,
yeah.
we have we started our own channel on YouTube, and we started researching when people had experiences, and they come to us, and then we take them out and see where they had the experience and investigate it, and that has been immensely fun. We've made so many fantastic friends, and um yeah, if you have an experience or you just want to get involved in researching or you want something in your area, like because of YouTube now, people like us could say, yeah, we'll come and have a look. Yeah, we'll come and spend the night in the forest or the haunted church or the go look for the headless horseman or whatever. Yeah, we'll do all of that. And it means, and what we try and do is make the witnesses part of that episode so that they own part of it too.
Exactly. And just a side note there, when you mentioned that you go with them, have you ever had a moment where you've taken them back to the scene of where they've had an experience and it's kind of triggered an emotion that you didn't anticipate or that they didn't anticipate? Or have they had another experience whilst out with you?
Uh, I mean, this is a curious one. We went to have a look at something on Dartmoor,
Hmm.
and it was uh, there's a whole book full of things happening on Dartmoor, so you don't really know what to expect. And it was when we arrived there, everybody explained it's a blood moon and there's a load of crazy people on Dartmoor. Good timing, guys. Um,
Yeah.
and we separated up into four groups and went in the four compass points, and we had radios on and everything. And one of the microphones picked up them getting growled at, and it's quite a nasty growl.
Wow.
Yeah, and this was in an area where big cats are spotted.
Hmm.
So that one was quite hard looking back, but at the same time, we heard that they recorded a growl. There was a storm coming, so we walked back, and I've got a infrared camera, and you just panning around looking for anything that glows hot. So there's wild ponies up there, there's deer, badgers, you name it, that's up there. But then all of a sudden there's five people in front of us. So we shout to them, but they don't turn around. So I get on the radio and I said, Daniel, can your team wave your torches in the air? And sure enough, they were where I thought they would be. And then it was Gwen and Mike, can you wave your torches in the air? And they did the same. And then Abby on the other one, wave your torches in the air. And they're not with us. And we hadn't seen it. We'd walked up the footpath from the car park where there were no other cars, and we'd gone the 4 different directions. And now coming back together, I had seen these 5 people. So we then got on the radio to the person that had sat in the car, looking after our cars, essentially, in the car park, and said, you got 5 people coming down the track towards you, but they're nothing to do with us. And of course, they never showed up.
Oh.
So that was
creepy.
A little creepy, yeah. And when you I am local to Dartmoor, but when you go back to the place where you debrief, i.e., debrief place that serves beer, the barman's saying, no, it's all the time up there, mate, all the time. And you're like, we don't know what we just saw, but it was cool, you know.
That's such a cool experience. Terrifying. I've just got chills a little bit. Like, I love the real world stuff. I'm like,
makes me want to get Chris and Sean in a room together. Well, they're both going to be there. So Sean,
we should make that happen. Yeah,
I think so, because he's our paranormal activity, paranormal researcher. He does a lot of that kind of stuff and ghost tours and explores different places. And I know that it's like a crossover on both things, but it could be so fascinating.
Yeah. I got to admit, making our TV show has been, a real eye opener, because you get serious professional people come up and they say, I saw a big cat on X Mall. And anywhere else they'd be laughed at. But with us, we're like, okay, well, you're not the first one to tell us that. So let's go have a look. And then they really open up. And we were out here, we were walking up here, and this is where it happened. And they don't feel any inhibition about sharing it with us. So it really is, for me, it's all about sharing and new experiences with like-minded people. Is really fantastic community to be part of.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I really need to see if we can get you and Sean together at the event in September.
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to capture that moment on film and just to see the conversation that happens. So
okay,
interesting. Yeah, no, that'd be really cool.
I'm already wanting to go back to my floor plan and be like, let me rearrange some bits.
Yes, we need to make connections happen. Yes, please.
Yes.
I'm a roamer as well, so I'll find him. You know.
You won't miss him. He's lovely. Yeah, you won't miss him.
He's bringing some of his equipment with him that he uses when he goes out to do these things. So we were like, can we do a little bit of the hotel as well, and just to see if there's anything registers, you know?
Yeah.
Not my room though, because then I won't be able to sleep. I'll be like, oh God, no.
I'd be like, I'm detecting some strange screaming and gargling noises. Oh, that's the film screening upstairs. Don't worry about that. Leave that room alone. That's fine. Enough. Yeah, leave that alone. There's enough terror in there. Wonderful. So I just have one last question, slightly unrelated, and before I hand over to Claire. So I like to ask this of every guest that I interview. If you were to schedule a double feature in your local cinema of 2 films for us to get to know you, what films would you show?
Cool.
And they could be any genre, just 2 of your favorite films.
Well, I really this doesn't reflect on me, but I really like the story in Natural Born Killers.
I love that film. Juliette Lewis is so good in that film. Oh,
and again, it's not reflected on me, but I would like, if I was like trying to show you some part of me that people don't get to see, is one movie that kept me awake for 3 to 4 days, absolutely without a moment's sleep. Okay. And that is Wolf Creek.
Okay.
So what was it about Wolf Creek? Because I love the character. I really do. And I wanted to love the films, but I love the series more than I love the films. The 2 seasons that they've done were much more terrifying. So what was it about Mick and the Wolf Creek film that set you off?
The worst part about it was when the British girl looks at the camcorders and he's kidnapped a family with 2 young children.
Got you.
You don't know what happened.
Yeah.
So what I had with my bed looked out of my bedroom window, bedroom doorway, to the top of the stairs, and I had a Great Dane at the time. And every time I shut my eyes, I pictured his hat coming up the stairs, and I was scared to death for my dog downstairs. I was absolutely, I couldn't shut my eyes. So yeah.
He is quite the character, though, I have to say. He's quite the villain. He's
well,
yeah.
I'm going to say that I know they've made Wolf Creek 2, and I'm aware of the 2 seasons.
Yeah.
No, I'm not watching them.
No, I will say, because I really wanted to love the film because I loved his character, and I loved that he had like a bit of a Freddy Krueger. He is quick and good, great humor, but then was really, really vicious.
Yeah.
But the series are just, oh, they're so well done. They're doing a 3rd film as well that I know you'll be avoiding now. I know.
I feel like, having said it, that we'll do this again in a year, and I say I took the dive, I watched it, and so maybe.
You'll turn up in September and be like, I've watched it.
Exactly. I did the same with the original It miniseries. That was my first foray into horror at 6 years old, and I couldn't watch anything with Tim Curry for about 10, 12 years because I had a phobia of Pennywise, to the point where I couldn't see Tim. All I could see was a clown. So I feel your pain, but sat through the new ones, and now I've got him tattooed on me. I'm obsessed. So you'll get there. It'll be fine. Not to say you're going to get Mick on you. Maybe one day.
Maybe that's how you get over the fear. Have it tattooed on you.
Well, I like to think that that if I don't get poisoned, then I could take Mick on and be okay. But when we were filming our documentary, we had an experience in Washington State, up in the forest in Bigfoot country.
Yep.
And there's my tattoo.
Oh, wow.
And that's what I saw at night, trying to, and I saw him for less than 2 seconds, and he was gone.
We need to get the filmmakers of Wolf Creek on the line and get them and Craig connected, and we can do a crossover like you're doing with Frankenstein Dracula with the Wolf Creek Bigfoot universe. You've done something now. You've created it. You put it in the ether.
Oh my god, yeah.
You've an idea. This is it.
Yeah, like Mick Davies, Wolf, Bigfoot hunter. Oh my god, done, sold. Sorry, I'm getting carried away, but there we are. Okay, that's where I shut up now. We hand over to Claire for a more sensible conversation.
Okay. So we're going to go to the event a bit now. And actually, before we talk about September, because you are involved with Daniel's event, and I'm all about championing other events that are out there, because I think it's important, we're a community. So do you want to tell us a bit about the event that's happening at the end of August?
Well, it's a movie and MonsterCon. So we have guests from one of the biggest Bigfoot show at the moment, from Expedition Bigfoot. And we have some other guys from movies. So we've got some White Walkers from Game of Thrones. We've got Darth Vader. We've got, and no, my mind's just gone absolutely.
No.
We've got people from Stranger Things, and probably a lot more that has totally gone. And when Daniel sees this, he's going to message me and be like, "What the hell? We've been talking about here." But yeah, so we're trying to. One thing I noticed is that if you put one particular genre on, then one member of the family is interested. If you can broaden that, then you get the whole family interested. So that's kind of the route we're taking, and then so that's where we are with August.
Exciting. And I think it's going to be great fun. I know Daniel's invited me down. I don't know if I can make it yet. If not, I'll definitely try and come for the next one. I'm going to grab Janine and bring her with me.
Yeah.
She doesn't know.
We'll make it happen.
Little road trip.
Yes, please. I'll wear all my Mothman gear. I'm ready. I'm set.
You'll be welcome. You'll be welcome.
Yes, I'm favourite.
Oh, yes. But yeah, so back to September. I'm guessing, obviously, when Emma spoke to you about this, what was it that made you say yes to coming along?
Well, because they're just good fun. I really enjoy doing it, and I enjoy all the people dressed up, and I love the vendors selling all sorts of cool stuff. Like, I give Daniel my wallet and say, "Don't give it back to me till the end of the day." But it's no good now because you got your card on your phone. It's like, I never knew that. I need one of them. I didn't know it existed 10 minutes ago, but now, yeah, I've always wanted one of them. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the thing that you see, like, oh my God, I never knew this existed, but I have to have it.
Yeah. Oh,
I think,
I'm going to buy that for my mum for Christmas, and it's July, and you buy it, and you go back, and you say, I got you this for Christmas, and she's like, well, last Christmas or next Christmas? Just take it. Stop
It's
questioning.
Christmas in July. It's a thing. Just embrace
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, if we can have Summerween, we can certainly have Summermas. I don't know. I'm working with
Yeah,
something. I'll
I
figure
mean,
it out.
there was Easterween, there's Summerween. I'm all about, like, I mean, Halloween is my vibe. I live it all year round. It's not a season for me. It is a lifestyle, you know,
Yeah.
and for a lot of us as well. So, and I love the fact that it's being embraced more and it's becoming a thing.
Yeah.
And as much as I hate all the Hallmark shit, I embrace this one because
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
makes me
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah.
So for September, I don't know even if Emma and Craig have told you yet. But obviously, as well as having your stand for people to come and meet you, you will be involved in some panels as well. We're going to get you guys up talking about Bigfoot Primal Fear. There will be probably a bit of chat about oh my God, my words have gone. Frankenstein Dracula, because you know it's just all new things that are exciting. It's a genre we love.
Mm-hmm.
Out of all of that, so including the panels, what are you most excited for? He's like the people.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to cringing next to Craig Dowsett whilst thinking, can I even say that or not?
You can say
Can
whatever
you
you
answer that
want.
one, Craig?
You can say whatever
Legally,
you
may not be
want.
able to.
Yeah.
I get it.
Get one of them little,
Things I can't talk about.
I'll have to wear one of them tens machines, and he's got the buzzer. So if I start talking, he can. Oh, okay.
Can't talk about this. Shush. Oh, I love that.
I do enjoy panels because
Yeah.
they're so interactive, you know, and the people asking the questions are everybody's focused on them as well. So I love that interaction with the panels. Yeah,
You can get some really good questions asked at panels as well.
that worries me because I know nothing about movies.
But you know the stuff that and what I really enjoy about panels is I remember I went to one in December and people, it's like they ask questions about movies that people been in, but then they also get really personal with it as well. And you know, so it's not just about the movie or anything like that, and you can get some really obscure ones. And so yeah, I'm gonna just throw something in just to and get someone to go up and ask you guys something random. I think that would be really good fun. Put you on the spot.
We had one guy in the audience, and he's a lovely guy. Like he comes to every event, and he asked one of the guests, like completely random, off topic, and he sat there really got his hand up, really keen, and I said, "Yeah, yeah." He said, "Yeah, are you gay?" And everybody in the room's like, "Where did that come from? We're talking about Bigfoot." And luckily, the guest is very funny. He said, "Well, yeah, I am." Okay, so and everybody's sitting there in shock, like, "What the hell was that?"
Where did that come from? Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and then just
that's
move
one
on
you're not going to forget.
Person. Yeah.
Oh, so a little bit of a quick fire round for you, just for a little bit of fun at the end. Monsters or slashers?
Monsters.
Forest or a soundstage? I mean,
what, for filming, or what do you mean?
Either.
Anyway, always forest.
Always. I was gonna say, you said you're quite an outdoorsy person. It's always forest. What's your favorite creature movie?
My favorite creature movie, well, it's going to be like Cloverfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so well done.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really, really good. My son's obsessed with all the Godzilla and Bigfoot movies, like them kind of ones. He absolutely loves them. There's just something about them kind of creatures that he's obsessed with. I think he's the autism. Oh, he is autistic, but it's the autism in him that just he obsesses over them and he'll watch them over and over again. Doesn't matter.
Oh, cool.
And I love it because he watches them with like a passion of seeing it for the first time.
Yeah.
Every time he sees it, and then if it's a sea creature, it's Jaws. Like great white's his favorite. So,
well, one of my claims to fame is that in September 2002, me and some friends were sailing across the Bay of Biscay, and we came across an oversized great white shark.
Oh wow!
So the largest one on record is 25 foot long, and ours was somewhere in the region of 10 to 13 feet longer than that.
Oh my goodness.
Holy shit.
And you're in the Bay of Biscay in a yacht. There's no help. There's no radio signal. There's
How, like, what was the feeling you guys felt when that happened?
Like primeval. Yeah. Looking around for a helicopter. No, absolute awe. And the thing did typical great white shark activity. It pulled up alongside the cockpit of the yacht and rolled on its side so it could get a clear view of us, which is extremely creepy. And then it pulled up alongside the boat and just checked out the boat, and the boat was 44 foot long. This thing was not quite as long as the boat. And it's difficult to judge because it's 6 foot away from you and underwater, but its dorsal fin was enormous, its tail fin was enormous, and
wow,
the scars on it were immense. The scars on this creature, and I'm assuming girl because the females grow bigger than the males. She'd had a tough life, and she was big. So,
I could ask so many more questions, but I'm gonna not digress because I could be here for hours. I'd grab him in. To be fair, he'd probably ask all the questions. He'd be obsessed. Okay. The last couple: tea, coffee, or whiskey?
Coffee in the morning, tea in the afternoon, whiskey at home at the weekend.
Like it. We will have
at the after party.
After party in September. We'll have some whiskeys, but I'll be on the tequila. To be fair.
Tequila I love, right?
I love a tequila. It's my drink of choice.
I can smell vodka from 50 meters away. It's absolute poison to me. It's genuinely, like, I get a hangover smelling it, and I don't get hangovers. So it's a pretty unique experience. But one or two and I'm drunk, which is just incredible. See, absolute poison to me. So.
Yeah, no, I get that. Hero or villain?
I like the villains that are actually good guys, you know.
Yeah.
Hopper out Stranger Things and people like that, you know.
Yeah, so like villains with a backstory that makes sense. They've got an intention and a reason and rationale.
There's a reason that they're coming across. Yeah.
But so often now people relate to that. So often now the villain is actually like not as bad as you think. You know, he like gives money to charity and stuff like that. You know, it's like So I'm going to say villain because the heroes are all wearing capes and their underpants and trousers now.
We're a house that proudly supports villains, so it's all good. And the final question is, you hear something massive moving in the woods behind you. What is your survival plan?
Stab the person in the leg next to me, then run away.
Kitty kill for the win. Yes, somebody else understands this.
So no, my survival instinct is I've got to see what it is. Got to see what it is. But
you're going to look and investigate.
Oh yeah, I might pull out my pocket knife at that point.
You might still stab the person next to you in the leg, but you're going to
come in handy. Yeah.
So Claire, I'm not going on a trip with Chris. You know what? My camping trip days are over. I'm vetoed. I'm good. Thank you. I'm staying at home.
But we'll like FaceTime while he's there doing it or something.
Yeah.
Well, me and Janine will sit in a room, watch, put it on the big screen and just be like, how you doing? Yeah. Who's with you? Who's the sacrifice?
Now, we had the conversation, me and the missus, before I went to Washington State, and she was concerned it was dangerous, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, look, here's the thing. You do occasionally hear about a Bigfoot bluff charging you, okay? Now, if it's charging you, you're not going to be around to tell the story, even if you've won. If it's bluff charging you, it's going to run away at the last minute. So I'm going to stand my ground and look really hard and not scared, even if it kills me. And if it doesn't, we'll get the best footage ever and I'll be famous. And if it does, we'll get the best footage ever and I'll be famous. But overall, I will look like some sort of superhero because I stood my ground against an 8 to 10 foot tall creature running at me through the forest. And
whilst your campmate dies on the floor because you stabbed him in the thigh.
No, I mean, I'm being honest now. I'd stand up to it and hope that it would run away at the last minute. But, overriding factor, I died doing what I enjoy. You know,
doing what you love. That's the main thing.
Yeah, the cliche.
How many people can say that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Like, it has been great getting to know you more. and to learn more about kind of your experience and like your research and stuff. I'm really excited for people to come and meet you in September. I'm sure there's going to be some great questions and great conversations happening. I hope, and for you, you get to know us now. So when you turn up in September, you'll be like, oh, I know someone, not just Wayne and Emma and that lot. There's someone new. We will not lead you astray. I cannot promise that's a lie. We probably will. We are a bit chaotic, but in a good way.
No, I'm really looking forward to it out there. I really am.
It's going to be great fun. It's going to be a blast. If you haven't got your tickets yet already, get them. It's really nice seeing them all kind of coming in now and staggered payments and stuff. So yes, get your tickets, come along in September, come and be a part of something new that isn't going away. We're committed to 2027 already. Me and Janine have plans. You poor people. But yeah, it's going to be amazing. So thank you all for watching. Thank you, Chris, for your time. Thanks, Janine, for helping me put this chaos together. And we'll see you in September.